Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing all of the stuff that I have sourced for August. My trips to the thrift stores this month have been pretty slow, haven't been finding really good inventory, so that just gives me more of a reason to try to experiment and see if certain brands sell better than others, or if certain brands exceed my expectations or kind of validate what I had thought about this brand. For the first item that I got for this month are these New Balance 574 sneakers. They're part of the collegiate edition, if that means anything. I already know that New Balance does not sell for a lot. Truthfully speaking, I kind of regret purchasing them. They were a little bit of a pricier item than I usually pick up. They were $7.99 and I honestly only expect them to sell for maybe like $35, which would bring my earnings to somewhere around that like $20 mark. The next item that I bought were these joggers, these workout wear from this brand called Built. It's spelled B-Y-L-T. Once again, I have never heard of this brand before, other than the fact that the quality of the material and the jogger felt just super high quality, super durable. I decided to give it a try and purchase them. Also, they were in like near perfect condition, so I figured I couldn't pass them up. So after looking at some comparable listings, I think people tend to sell this around the $30 range. But the thing is that I don't see many people selling this brand, so this is once again another brand that's gonna sit probably for quite some time, but I'm very confident that because they're just in such good condition that they will eventually sell. The next brand, what do you know, is another brand that I'm experimenting with. It is Sorel, and this shoe brand I've heard about from other resellers that I watch, and I figured I might as well give it a try. I've never actually come across it at the thrift store. So upon coming across it, I found these like more lifestyle type sneakers. They're called the Out and About, and I figured they're a decent enough condition that I'm willing to give it a try. They weren't too battered, and I got these shoes for $5.99, so I'm hoping that I can make anywhere back $35 to $40 off of these shoes. Okay, so the next pair of shoes that I bought was a complete wild card, but it was one of those things that was just so outrageous enough and so just it was in perfect condition that I felt like it would be a shame if I left it. So I don't even know really what the brand is. All I know is that they were handmade in Korea with genuine leather. They have this medieval or almost Renaissance type style, and I picked it up solely based off of style, of course craftsmanship, and it was actually completely new, never been worn. You can tell the craftsmanship was there. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to pick these shoes up. I did have to spend a little bit more. I spent $14.99 on these shoes. But I'm thinking for anybody that attends like Renaissance fairs or does even a little bit of like costuming or like role playing, I feel like this would be a shoe that maybe fits that market of people. I'm okay with having these shoes wait for a really long time, but I'm just hoping that when I actually do get an offer, it's very reasonable. I'm hoping to get an offer anywhere a bit higher than $150, so I'm hoping that when it does actually sell, it sells for really well. Now the next few items that I won't really say that I sourced, it's more like I acquired, is from my friends. If I feel like an item is not gonna have a high return, so example, a lot of times like mall brands like H&M, PacSun, American Eagle, like those type brands, if I don't feel like they're gonna give me that high of a return, I typically will like to bundle items of the similar brand, because I feel like it's more of an attractive feature, like the buyer gets multiple items and only has to pay for shipping once. So that's exactly what I did for these items that I received from my friends. The first listing that sold almost immediately are 4 H&M jackets. So I set the price at $75. Honestly not expecting that it would sell at $75, but somebody did. It sold full price. I didn't even have to send out an offer. So what it breaks down to is $60. It gives me $15 per jacket, and honestly speaking, for not having to pay any time or any money into it, I think $15 per item is completely fair. The next few things I got are 2 of the same sets. One is in dark gray, one is navy, and I originally set these to be at $32, expecting that I would actually sell it for closer to $25. and somebody had sent me an offer for $20 for this suit set, and I just accepted because once again, if I can make anything more than $15 or even $20 on these items that my friends give me, I'm okay with that. So I ended up selling the navy suit set first, and then I think Poshmark does this thing that it will notify when the item that you liked has been sold. So the likers that liked the navy suit set ended up sending me an offer for the gray suit set for the same amount of $20. So that totaled together for the two suit sets, I got $16 each. So sum total is $32. Now these next things I haven't sold yet, but they have been listed. The first being an H&M just generic black blazer. I may be hoping to make $10 to $12 to $15 off of. The next thing, I also did a bundle of 3 button downs. 2 of them were from Uniqlo and then 1 from Zara. Typically, I will also bundle items if they are all the same size. So these were all size small, so it makes it just easier that way because then that one buyer can actually wear all of them. The next thing is this navy like Calvin Klein rain jacket. This one was in nearly perfect condition as well, so I put this at $35 to $40. I am hoping to only get like $25 to maybe even $20 off of it. I bundled these 2 express items, being that they're the same brand, and I figure they can be worn together. One of them is this extra slim fit dress shirt, and then the pants are called the photographer pant. Both of them are gray. I got from my other friend, I got a bunch of American Eagle tops from her, and so I just thought it was only fitting that I just bundle all 4 of them together. So I'm hoping, honestly, I know American Eagle doesn't go for a lot in general, so it probably won't resell for much, but I'm hoping I can make anywhere from $20, $15 to $20 off of that bundle. So now back to items that I sourced. I sourced this Free People Intimately sports bra, and I typically don't source Free People undergarments, or honestly, I typically don't even source Free People in general. I just don't feel like it sells well for me, and it sits for a really long time. But it was one of those really slow sourcing days, and I feel like the slow sourcing days are the worst because you feel the pressure to buy something even though you probably could do without purchasing that item, but it kind of just makes it feel like the hour or so that you spent at the thrift store is worth it if you come back with something. Let me know in the comments, do you guys feel this guilt if you guys spent like an hour or so sourcing and you come out empty-handed? Do you feel more pressure to buy something? But I saw this sports bra. It was on sale that day, so I ended up getting it for like just under $4, like $3.75. I don't expect to make anything more than $20 from this, but it was also in near perfect condition, so I was thinking I could get a little bit lucky with that. Next thing I was super excited to find, I found this on a new rack, and I will dart to the new racks almost always because those haven't been picked over yet. You get the first look at what they just freshly put out on the floor. So I found another Burberry men's, this time polo. So in my previous video, I talked about how I found a Burberry t-shirt, and that t-shirt sold same day for me super well. I think I sold it, I got net earnings of like $45. This time around, I'm hoping because a polo is a more substantial piece, I hope I can make little more than that, maybe like $60, $55, but nonetheless I'd be happy to make anything more than $40 off that sale. The next thing I found were these All Saints skinny jeans, and I've had like quite a lot of success finding All Saints for some reason at the thrift store I go to. I've bought like 3 All Saints pieces and all of them have sold already within the 2 months that I have listed it, and so I figured I could try my luck at these skinny jeans. Now I don't know if All Saints are known for skinny jeans. Got these jeans for $6.99, which is a bit higher of a price point than I would like to pay, but because they were in near perfect condition, I am always more willing to pick it up at that price point. I'm honestly only expecting to make $25 off of it, but if I get lucky, I would hope to make somewhere between that $35 range. Okay, the next thing I found was pretty lucky, I guess you could say. I mean, some would argue lucky, some would argue that's just a regular day at the thrift store, but I was looking at the exercise wear. I was looking at the exercise rack, and I really randomly just came across these Alo Yoga leggings and didn't think much of it. They weren't in great condition, so I just moved along and I kept shuffling through. then what do you know, I found another pair of Alo Yoga leggings, and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. So of course, if you find two of a similar brand, you can safely assume that maybe that one donator donated a whole bunch of other stuff. So, and I ended up finding 4 Alo Yoga leggings that were in practically new condition. I didn't see any pilling, I didn't see any stretching of the elastic. It looked completely new, and I figured because Alo Yoga doesn't sell that much for a singular pair of leggings, I figured I can sell them all as a bundle because they were also all extra small. So with that said, I found 4 pairs of Alo leggings. All of them were priced at $6.99, so the total brings me to $27.96 for all 4. And I'm hoping, I listed it as $110, but I'm hoping if I can make anywhere close to $60 or $50, then it would be a worthwhile purchase. The next thing I bought was purely off of my Gen Z instinct. I found these Dickies like carpenter or cargo pants, and Dickies, once again, I know does not sell for a lot by any means, but Dickies is just so popular along that like Y2k style. So I figured I couldn't really pass these up. Once again, these were in perfect condition. So I listed these carpenter pants, and within the day I ended up selling them. Listed at $40, ended up selling it at $35. That gave me net earnings of $28. And the last pair of shoes that I found for this sourcing is these Diesel shoes. Now, I don't know why I purchased these shoes, to be completely honest. I think it was one of those things, I was plagued with that pressure of having to purchase something because I didn't find anything good that trip. But yeah, I found these shoes. They're men's leather shoes. The model is called the Evru shoe. And honestly, the comparable listings don't look too promising. There are some selling for 20, some selling for 40, some selling for 60. Because mine are in pretty good condition, I would like to, fingers crossed, say I can at least make $35 off of it. If I can make $35 off of it, then I think it's completely worth it. But I've said this in numerous videos that I'm very particular about the shoes that I buy from the thrift store, and I have to be pretty confident about it selling because shoes take up a lot of storage in my inventory. So I typically refrain from buying shoes unless I feel very, very confident. For these pair of shoes, I did not feel confident whatsoever, but I just purchased them anyways because it was a slow sourcing day. So that wraps up all the things that I sourced for this month. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to engage and have a conversation with y'all. Did you guys think that the stuff that I sourced this month was good? I personally thought that this month was a bit slow. The brands weren't that great, but of course I'm forever fortunate for friends and family giving me stuff to sell because that means my cost of goods is 0, and more often than not I'm willing to take a lower price for the offers that I get. That wraps up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!